Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep.
2nd and 5. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6. And the Falcons first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gutierrez.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Baron Browning
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. To throw is Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Panthers 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Darnold throwing out quickly here for Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Faking the give, Darnold. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike 17, Mike 17. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get it.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Mike 17. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Mike 17.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Flush to his right. Complete. Smith has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Down Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And now it's just shy of the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Go! 45 the mic. Go, go, go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Panthers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And Darnold, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So let's try this kick return, TD. Here's yet another kickoff. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A giant hole up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught?
But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure, because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gutierrez. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
First and 10 at the 27.
To McCaffrey, able to fight through 1 tackle. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey, no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They go quickly here out to Moore. Breaks through the contact. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, Edmonds. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down and 8. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Gutierrez. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. Fights off the and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
They're running it. Mike 17, Mike 17.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.